So you've made an exam and you're ready to deliver it to the students, but you have some students with accommodations. Maybe they need time and a half to take the test as an accommodation. What do you do? Well, fortunately, there's a simple way to do that in Blackboard. Whether you're delivering an exam or quiz in class, as a take-home test, or in a testing center, you can still accommodate students here in Blackboard with their particular needs and accommodations. For instance, a very common accommodation is to need time and a half or double time for an exam. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's a very simple process here in Blackboard. So I'm looking at an exam that I would give in a particular module, and I'm going to go to the options. So I'm going to use the drop down arrow here. I'm going to click on, I'm going to show you the exam here. I'm going to click on edit the test options. It's going to take me to this page that you should be familiar with by now, having made the exams. And you can see this is where you would add a description and you would set the parameters for your test. For instance, this test has multiple attempts. It's taking the highest of those two grades. It has an 80-minute time limit, and as I scroll down you can see a due date as well as what the students see after they complete the test or after the due date of the test. Well, if I scroll back up, there's a section called Test Availability Exceptions. This is the place where I can add a student, perhaps one who needs an accommodation of extra time, and I can give them that time in this. So you'll remember I made this test limit, as we scroll down, 80 minutes. There's 80 limit timer for everybody, but this person, let's say this person needs double time for a test. Well, I'm going to click on Add User or Group. So I'm going to, now there's no students in this class because this is an older class. I've added myself as a previewer, and so we're going to pretend this is a student. You would see normally a list of all your students in this box. I'm going to click on this student. I'm going to hit submit. Now I can do multiple students. I can do more than one. And when I hit submit, it's going to show those students here, and you can individually change the parameters for each of those students. So the parameters are not set for all the students you selected. In this case, I want to give this person double time, so I'm going to make this 160 minutes. And that's it. Now all I have left to do is submit. Once I submit, then you will see an exam will look the same. So I go down, here's my exam. The exam will look the same. All students who take it will have 80-minute time limit to take it, except for the student listed in the exceptions who will have 160 minutes. So you can set this for multiple students, and each student can get a unique setting, whether it's the number of times they can take the test or the amount of time they have to take it. Anyway, pretty straightforward, and hopefully you found this useful, and I'll see you in a future video.